Hey everybody, this is John and welcome to the free video. We're going to look at a couple of stocks here and just kind of a pattern that I like that in this current environment. So usually this is with newer stocks. So you can see LN. It's a newer company. It's been trading recently, went to new highs, and then since then has just been kind of consolidating, forming like a big cup and handle, and we get a squeeze and a ready buy signal, and we're off and running. So this is a position that I'm stalking. I was hoping to be able to buy a pullback today, and of course, it just gapped up and ran. Now, another one that is looking like this is Yelp. Now, Yelp is different because this is a stock that's been around for a while, but we've gapped up. We got a squeeze. We got some buy signals here, and also they're talking about getting rid of their Series B stock, and usually when you start doing that, it's because you're getting ready to get bought out. So that's interesting. So this is one where I've got some calls 24 days out. Just picked them up today, slightly in the money, to see if this is something that's going to get something going. Along these lines, we also have Twitter. Now, Twitter's got a lot of baggage, but right now it's got a ton of volume, and it's got that kind of talk, the takeover talk. Now, this one you can see I just kind of did a small position, 52 days out, and this is essentially putting it on black. This is either going to go to zero, because if it turns out there is no deal, that implied volatility is going to collapse. But, if it gets taken out at $30 a share, there's a little bit of a pop, and that just also makes it interesting to watch. And then Twilio is kind of a special situation, and this is one that I like. So again, new company, just like we saw in the other one, LN, and we made new highs, and then we spent some time kind of consolidating. We got that cup in the handle, and we got the first squeeze in its existence. Nice little buy signal there, and we're off and running. Now, what I look for in something like this would be a move to the 1272 extension. So if we look at that, we can just say, okay, Fibonacci, boom, boom. And you can see that the 1272 extension would take us up to about $70, $71, give or take. And you can see today we're up, almost $4 at 68.22. And it's actually pushing higher after hours. Let me see the tape here after hours. I think it's yeah, it's still continuing to move higher here after hours. So trading 69.30 by 69.50. Now, the other thing that I like about this, and we were talking about this today in the room, because this is one that I took what I would call a concentrated position on. Okay, so that's just a bigger position. Now, this one we've actually had since last week, and so we've been sitting on this one. It's obviously had a good run. And so, the question is this something that we try to hold on for more? Now, we closed today at 68.22. It is going higher after hours. Now, the reason that I looked at doing a concentrated position in this is that not only does it have that setup that I like, okay, it's a new issue, we made highs, we got a cup and handle, and we got a squeeze, but it's also got 43% short interest. So the possibility that, and we've got the options 24 days out, but the possibility that we're going to have a greater than expected move is increased and enhanced because of that. Okay, so it could get some kind of a crazy short covering rally. So anyway, the 1272 extension is around 71.50, give or take. That would definitely be an area where I'd want to take some off the table. But because of the high short interest, we may get something a little nuts. And in terms of the cues, we continue to hold the 21 period moving average. We launched ourselves off of that today, and I am looking for it to continue grinding to new highs. We do have the backing of a squeeze here, and then we'll see. Should not be dull. Got a lot to cover in the premium video. You guys have a great night, and we'll see you at the next update.